Good morning, or good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are on this journey. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I was going to say happy Friday, but we're not quite there yet. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello, Francine, Lady T. How are you guys? I decided to do my live on a bit of a different day today, so I did put it out there. So hopefully we will have some questions today, but we'll kind of go with the flow and see what's coming out. But as always, I appreciate you guys. How are you guys doing? Francine, you are curious on a reading of the reincarnation trap. Oh, I seen your question a few moments before I went live here, and I thought that was a really good question. I do still want to potentially do a video on this, but for today, I did pull some tarot, and I thought I would talk about that for a few moments, because it's definitely a really big topic, and I think it's really a really important one for sure. And when we look at, let's say, this is, of course, a perspective. I always encourage you guys to use your discernment, take what resonates, leave what does not. All right. Hello, Sarah. Yes, for sure. I am doing live readings. I'm going to do a bit of an overview of Francine's question on terms of the reincarnation trap. So kind of to talk about that for a few moments, and then yeah, if you guys have personal questions, feel free to include those in the side chats, and I'm more than happy to help you guys out. So what I have for you guys when it comes to this reincarnation and the so-called trap that everyone talks about, this loop where we get stuck and we reincarnate over and over and over again. You know what? Reincarnation itself it's not meant to be a prison. Okay, it's a sense of, it is this pathway of expansion, evolution, mastery, right? And it's kind of understanding that there has been, yes, a bit of a slight distortion with the reincarnation cycle, so to say. But your soul, you guys, your soul always has the strength, has the power to make a conscious choice. So the whole soul trap theory, it's like there's a little bit of a misconception with it from my perspective. And some teachings really claim that your soul can be trapped and stuck and manipulated by certain evil, malefic forces to be forced to reincarnate here. I will say I do have that devil right in the center of the reading here. But the thing is, like, what's really occurred is, yes, there is a bit of a manipulation, but your soul, you guys, is not in a prison. You are never trapped. Okay, your soul is never trapped. The thing that's happening, look at, you guys have that strength card. What's happening, oh, look at that, we have the hangman underneath, is we have an attempt with the devil to manipulate the perception of being conditioned to fear that we've forgotten our true power. Okay, and that's really what it comes down to. There are certain illusions of separation and fear based. Look at this. I have in this past energy, the Seven of Swords. It's about manipulation, okay? So, yes, I have to say there is a sense of a little bit of a distortion when it comes to the whole reincarnation trap. But the fact is, like, you guys are never truly stuck, okay? Our soul, really honestly, it truly does have the choice when and where it wants to coordinate incarnate. But there's also, some people, some souls choose to incarnate to, bring more balance into certain karmic systems. Some souls incarnate to teach, to evolve, to help others. There's many different, this is like a really big topic, and it's not really a one size fits all. Every soul has their own path. But the way I kind of see it in terms of the whole system as well is like what I'm being showed, like in terms of the illusion, so to speak. It's almost like think of it as like having drinking alcohol, for example, right? When we drink alcohol, too much of it, we become clouded. It's like the judgment, everything is off, our balance, the true nature, everything is a clouded sense of judgment. And a lot of the times we don't see things accurately. We're not truly present, and we a lot of the times do things that our true selves wouldn't do. So I'm kind of being shown it's similar to that. There are some systems of, like, let's say, where they try to guilt you. There is some energies here that have been tried to manipulate the soul, and they try to, let's say, so-called guilt you into having to reincarnate again, but it's just an illusion. So it's just about, all it really is having the remembering, awakening to your true self, and remembering that you do have a choice here. So it's just like embodying yourself in higher vibrational states, just like that alcohol. If you don't take that alcohol, you're not going to have that problem of having the illusion, clouded judgment around you when you make certain choices. So it's kind of more or less embodying the sense of love, gratitude, and also the sense of neutrality is very important as well. When I pull the energy spread, is that's kind of what I'm getting, okay, you guys? So it's more about awakening to the truth and moving through the existence as a conscious creator, okay? So it's really just a fear-based illusion that humans create a majority of the time, and that so-called false light. So, use your discernment, but it's more of a perception that is put upon us. It's not an actual physical soul trap. Like, we are not actually trapped, if that makes sense, okay? So hopefully that kind of gave you guys a little bit of a perspective on that. I mean, I probably would like to do a bigger video on it because it is such a big topic. And I think that there is a lot of misconceptions about the whole incarnation loop and trap. But let me see here, because as you know, for those of you that have joined me for the last little while, I have been connecting to one of my guides by the name of Sarah, and she was showing me that a lot of these false inorganic timelines of manipulation that have kind of been put into place from the past, they're dissolving. And when you had that question, Francine, you said, is the trap still active? Well, it's never, it's always up to a soul to use their discernment and make that conscious choice. So a soul is never truly trapped from my perspective. It just has to raise itself and have that awareness that it is its true essence. But the way things are headed is a much lighter energy, and the frequencies are there's so much stuff that is shifting. So let me just pull a few cards on the momentum moving forward in terms of souls truly remembering who they are on a deeper level is what I'm curious about. So yeah, let's see. So absolutely. So this manipulation of the past here, we do have, look at clarity coming through and remembering, look at that, remembering who we truly are. So Francine, yes, I feel like as, a little bit of these lighter frequencies come in, there is that dissolving of, let's say, some of those inorganic energies and certain malefic energies that are trying to create chaos and havoc, but they can only do that if you buy into their system. So if you stay in the sense of fear or disempowerment, you guys, that's what you're going to get. I mean, it's you creating that reality for yourself. So that's why it's really important to do that inner work, to work on those traumas, to surrender them to them, and know that you guys truly do have the power. Okay, you guys have the power. Do not think you're powerless here. So shine that light. So thank you so much for your question. It's such a big topic and such a good question, and I would love to share some more. I'll have a note to do a video on that on a deeper depth. Maybe we can do like a crystal ball gazing on it or something. So Let's kind of keep going. Hello, hello, darling. Sarah, Hanan, Carney, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me today. We can do some tarot questions, tarot readings. What do I have here? So, darling, is there some kind of energy waves coming in? Because I'm not someone who gets lonely, but oh my goodness, I'm lonely all the time lately. February has been tough, you guys. I mean, I personally have been kind of, I don't know if I want to say struggling, but there's been a lot of different emotions surfacing. And I absolutely feel a change. I feel a change in like my daughter. She's really sensitive to energy and she's been shifting quite a bit lately as well. So it's the sense of, yes, I do see there as being a lot of big energy waves coming in, but let me pull a few cards on that. What do we have, Spirit, when it comes to the energy of the earth? How is this affecting people, individuals? How is it affecting the consciousness here? It's a wake up, you guys. Look at that. Holy crap. It's a wake up call. Look at judgment in that situation. So, yes, my friend, you are not the only one that is experiencing that. Um, Yes, we're absolutely, and it's going to be different for everyone because we are all at different stages of our journey, and those things that are rooted deep in there, those traumas, those things that we have ignored, they're going to come back full force to face you and be like, "Hello, we're still here. We still need to be worked on." So, working on yourself is really important right now. But yes, it looks like the energies are waking people up, like wake up call. Absolutely. Oh, so thank you for your question, Darlene. Just, you know what, observe it. It's okay to feel what you're feeling as well. Don't push it down and don't ignore it, because that's when, you kind of run into that same loop coming back again. So just see it for what it is and don't attach to it, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunny, for your donation. Again, yes, you guys, any donation questions will get front of the list. So let's see what we have for you, Sunny. How do I see your housing situation playing out in the next 3 months? Is your friend Sunny? Is your friend Jerry? Oh, give it to me straight. Okay. What do we have for you, my friend? What's the next 3 months looking like for your housing situation? What do we have for you? You may be planning on moving here pretty soon. I actually have really good energy for you, okay, Jerry? I have really good energy. This tough energy is of the past, that 10 of swords. So I see really positive momentum moving forward. I wouldn't be surprised towards the next, what are we at, February, March, April, May. Yeah, from now, even maybe more in the spring to the summer, you could absolutely be planning to move here. And it looks like, look at this. If this is the Jerry, I think it is. I know you love to garden, and look at that outcome. You are planting. There's two different paths here, though. So you do have a sense of a move coming. It's like getting things together, working on things. Six of Pentacles. We have the sun. You have a lot of really good energy here, and I feel like you're walking away from where you're currently residing, where you're living. I don't know if you have plans. Let me see here. Whatever's happening for you here, Jerry, it's really positive. Okay, so don't fight that transition. I don't see you fighting the transition. I feel like you're ready to transition to where you need to be. But there is a sense of you absolutely moving somewhere. Did you have more of a specific question? Like, are you looking to, because I think you have a place is it up north or somewhere of that matter? Let me see here. What's the energy of you Let me specifically ask, are you moving in the next 3 months here? There's a couple different opportunities for you, which makes sense because you have that Two of Wands, right? The Two of Wands is two potential different directions. You have opportunities here and you're sitting on the fence, okay? So is your question okay? So you're splitting your time between up north and moving next door. That's so crazy. Okay, that's exactly okay. Because there's something about sitting on the fence, but you could like this card is like splitting. There's opportunities, two different ways you can go here. So are you curious if that would be a good route for you to go in terms of splitting your time up north and moving next door? Let me look quickly for you at what's the energy of you splitting your time with being up north and moving next door. Is that a good, is that for Jerry's highest good here? Um, it may be a possibility. So yeah, okay. So if your neighbor is supportive of the move, I feel like that would be temporary, though. I don't think that you're going to be doing the back and forth for the long term because there's a sense of you or you're walking away here. I feel like you may. I'm gonna ask here because I'm almost wondering: are you going to be transitioning more up north? So let me see here. What's the energy of Jerry transitioning to more full-time living up north? And then we'll kind of, if you have more questions, Jerry, just let me message me, send me an email. Maybe we can look into this together more personally here. Yeah. I think with the tarot, there could be that transition. I do see that kind of being the beginning of it where you're spending a bit of time here and transitioning up there, but I think that would be temporary. I feel like you are definitely on the verge of potentially moving fully up there, or I don't, it's staying in one place for a longer set time here. The splitting your time is a little bit unstable from what I can see. So I don't think that would be a long term plan. It would be temporary. But I do see you moving here. You have so much energy to show you're moving. And it's a victory. Like this is really good. It feels really, really good here. So if you are open to moving up north to your place there full time, it really supports your energy. Okay. So if you wanted to chat a little bit more, send me an email and I can clarify that for you a little bit deeper. But yeah, I absolutely see there's a transition. Actually, let me just do 3 more cards. For you moving up north, let's say full, yeah, I got like the same, yeah, I got like the same energy here. I see you moving up there, my friend. I see you moving up there. So yeah, you have the moving forward, overcoming obstacles. There may be a little bit of a transition that is a little hard because I do have a bit of a 5 of Cups here, but it is worth it. I feel like you have a beautiful spot up there and it's something that you will enjoy. So that's kind of what I have. You are definitely moving over the next 3 months, I would say 3 to 6 months. It may be more in the summer, or you may start doing that transition, okay? Or over the next couple months. But I'll be sad to see you go. I know we haven't done tons of meetups, but you are one of a kind, my friend. All right. Thank you so much, Jerry. I appreciate you. End of summer. Yeah, I do feel like with that sun card, the end of the summer is kind of your prime time. Okay. But I can help you out a little bit more on specific like months if you wanted to look in the energy of your chart as well. Okay. So lots of love to you, my friend. But yes, expect some changes happening. You're moving, my friend. So let's see what we have here. Thank you so much, Lady T and Sarah Marie. All right, so let's see here. We have Lady T. You had an interview with a local woodcraft company with a sensitive owner. And there's another company across the state line that has more work variety maybe more fun? Can you see what would be the best match? All right, let's see. What do we have for Lady T when it comes to? Let's start with the local woodcraft company. What's the energy of Lady T Spirit working with a local woodcraft company? Is this in her highest good? What's the true energy behind this? I have really good energy for this one. I know you said he's a little bit, see, look at that. In the past, we have a little bit like, is this a good opportunity? Is there better opportunities? This local one looks really, really good. I think you could actually receive, you could start working there like almost immediately. You have this really fast momentum moving card. And with the outcome of this, we have the Fool, the Six of Pentacles, and the Empress. There is nothing here showing that it would be an awful experience. I think you would actually, it would be, it's a little bit jumping into that unknown because we have that Fool, but it's a really good start. And the surrounding energies, I actually think that the owner, even though you said he's a little bit sensitive, I feel like he would be very, it's like respectful, very caring, very like, giving. You have those certain corporations that just you're just a number to them, and I don't get that with this energy. It actually looks really positive with the local woodcraft company. Okay, so I do see a strong possibility if you are interested in working there. It looks really good. And let's see what the other one has as well, because the Eight of Wands is sometimes travel. So let's see, is the other opportunity a better match for Lady T? Well, let's see what we have. Is the other opportunity, let's say, across the state line that has more work variety? Will this be a better match for Lady T? Let's see. Um, it's it is a good match. I think it will be more work though, because in the situation we have the devil, not doesn't have to be a negative situation because there's no other cards here showing that it's going to be a negative experience. It's just the fact that this could be more work, if that makes sense. So yes, there could be a variety of work, or it could be more of a fast-paced system versus the other local wood workshop. But we do have the Seven of Pentacles as well, with the Queen and the King of Pentacles aspecting that. So I think it's still a very stable job, or a stable form that you can look into. I have to say, and we have the Star in the past as well. So I know you say yikes with the devil, but I'm not fully getting that. It may be a little bit more restrictive. Let me pull one or two more cards on that. What do we have with this one over, not overseas, but did you say overseas? I lost your question here. Over across the state line. What's this devil about, Spirit? Is this more of a constricting work environment? What is this about? I feel like they're just going to be a little bit more demanding. And I don't mean that necessarily. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. But I think in terms of the workload, it's going to be quite a bit more overwhelming, if that's what is what I'm getting. Okay, because we have working really hard, and I mean, it just, they may have more strict, I don't know if it's rules, but there's something that's a little bit misaligned. Not to say it's an awful choice, I think you would still enjoy it, but there's more restrictions around this one. So I have to say I'm getting a way better energy from the local woodcraft company. There's a chance that this other one may pay better because we have tons of pentacles out on the table here. Like you said, more opportunities, but it's going to be more work, if that makes sense. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something that is just more nonchalant and easygoing and just chill, I do see the local woodcraft company being a better option. I have really good energy behind that one. And just because we have the devil doesn't necessarily mean it's not your other one isn't. That's Capricorn. It's a heavy work energy. So it's showing it's just going to be a little bit more work from what I can see. Okay. So hopefully that helped clarify. Yes, more strict generally than woodworking. Yeah, for sure. I mean, both. I feel like you would have an opportunity to do both of them. So it's totally up to you. But I do personally like the energy of the local woodworking one, but it feels like there's potentially more like advancements or just options available with the other one, but it's going to be more work, okay? More time, more effort, more work is what it feels like. So, all right. Thank you so much, Lady T. I appreciate you, girl. All right, we got Sarah Marie. What do we have for the lovely Sarah Marie here? So, thank you again. You said here, what good things are happening within the next 3 months for you, summer or and spring? All right. And then you also were curious, will I become a corrections officer this month? You go to the recruitment this month and just wanted to know if I'll pass. Okay. Well, let's look at the next 3 months for you. Overall energy for Sarah Marie. What do we have, Spirit? Overall energy for Sarah Marie when it comes to the next 3 months. What do we have for Sarah Marie? General energies. This is interesting. So I have to say, there may be, lovely lady. Okay, so this is just a perspective. I mean, you can shift your realities as well. You have new opportunities coming in, but there is a sense we have right smack dab in the middle, lovely lady, the tower moment, which I'm wondering if this is relating to your corrections job. We're going to pull on that in a moment here, but there could potentially be something that doesn't necessarily work out as you planned. However, it's actually a good thing because there's something else here. We have new opportunity and it's like you are being evaluated. This is an evaluation here and almost like a wake up call. So there's something new potentially coming in, but I'm going to I see you've been working really hard. So there could be just keep in mind there could be a potential tower moment over the next couple months, meaning something may shift you into a new direction, okay? But that's a good thing. I want you to think of it. So many people, when something happens in their life where maybe they lose a job or a relationship ends, it can be a very difficult situation, but the thing is you're being more guided in a better alignment for you, which is going to be more rewarding and fulfilling because on the back you had, and it's still there, the Two of Cups. So this is a divine synchronicity. Okay, you just got out of a breakup. Okay, that can make sense because it was right in the present. So all right, so then let's keep going here. I'm going to look into a couple other things then. So you just got out of a breakup, which is potentially that tower moment. So let me ask then, what's going on? Let's look at your second question, and then if we need to adjust from there, we will. You said you're currently you're curious if you will become a corrections officer this month. What is the energy of this, Spirit? What's the energy when it comes to a corrections officer this month for Sarah Marie? What do we have for her? What's the energy of her becoming a corrections officer? There's a lot here to support a pretty solid yes that you will move forward with this position. But I have to say the outcome is not giving me a solid yes or no. It's sitting on the fence, okay? So I was curious to see what was going to come up with this in relations to that tower moment. But I do think that there is a lot of energy because when I look at the Two of Swords and what's aspecting it, it looks like you are moving forward. There is a lot of energy to support. You will move into becoming a corrections officer. I'm wondering though if this is a little bit delayed with the Two of Swords, but there's something Spirit's not being completely open about. It's sitting on the fence, okay? So there's kind of those two different directions, two different pathways where you're sitting on the fence about something. The blindfolds are on. Let me pull on. I wanted to dig into, was this Tower moment in relations to your breakup? That's what I wanted to know. Or is this Tower moment in relations to your career? That's what I'm not entirely sure about yet. So let's ask. What's this Tower moment in relations to Sarah Marie's recent breakup? I keep getting the same cards for you, girl. Yes, I would say it very much is leading towards that, because I also have my Six of Cups, which is kind of this energy of, sometimes I relate to soulmates as well. Um, so I do see this. I'm not getting it's work related here. So that could mean you're just going through a bit of a shift and a transition here in your personal, let's say, romantic life as well. You do have other opportunities, girl. There is other opportunities coming in. So when we pull the next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to ask another question then. I'm not sure if, it's never good to just jump into another relationship, but make sure you do that inner healing as well. But we had in that first spread in the 3 to 6 months a new opportunity coming towards you, and I was initially thinking it was in regards to your career, but since you said you got out of a breakup and that Tower moment looks like it is related to your breakup, then what's the energy? Is there somebody new coming forward for Sarah Marie? Because you keep getting this opportunities card. Things are coming to you in the next little while here. Yes, you definitely do have that, but it's not happening right now. Well, okay, I have to rephrase that, because I do have my fast moving energy. Okay, so you do have somebody, a new offer coming in. I feel like this is happening over maybe the next 8 months is far. Let's just say within the next 8 weeks, because this is my 8 days, 8 weeks card. I do not see it happening in 8 days, my friend. I really don't. It's a little bit over the next few months. So let's say 3 months or so, there could be an opportunity of a new inspiration that comes up here. And it could turn something into something that is quite stable. But right now, there is a focus of just focusing on your inner healing and working on yourself as well, because I got 5, 5, 5, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and 5 of Cups. Okay. And this is all about change. So you're going through a big change right now in a multitude of different levels here, and it's moving you into a more aligned state. Okay. So that's kind of what I have for you, lovely lady. Like in terms of the next 3 months, I would absolutely say there's a big chance that you actually could meet somebody. Um, it'll be kind of something that will, I don't want to say surface level, but it'll be a slower, even though it's a Wands energy, it was a page. So it's a new energy coming in for you moving forward. Okay. And with your career, I do see you moving forward with that, with your corrections officer job. So it looks like it's coming out pretty solid. Yes. Okay. But there still is that slight sitting on that fence with the outcome. So based off of what I get, I'm fairly confident that you will be able to move forward as a corrections officer. Okay. So hopefully that gave you some insight. Thank you so much for your love and support. All right. So let's see what else we have here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Maria, when we communicate with those who've crossed over, can they read our minds? They could read our, yes. You do not need to talk to them out loud. You can connect to, and I have actually, sometimes I do work with spirit boxes as well, and I'll connect with spirits. And I have also experimented with this, and I've said things out loud and I've gotten responses. I've said things in my head and I've gotten responses. So if you if you kind of facilitate an energy, an impression of your intentions, you can absolutely communicate without speaking out loud. And a lot of the times, you guys are receiving messages from your loved ones. You guys are receiving this, but you're kind of not aware of it. I don't want to say ignoring it, but you dismiss it. Let me give you an example. My grandma passed away a long, long time ago. And I don't often connect with her in the spirit realm. And just out of nowhere, she came into my mind, and that was her. I was in meditation, wasn't having any plans on to how to actually, how to, let's say, actually connect to her or anything of that matter, just seeing what came in, and bam, she popped into my mind like nothing. And I was like, wow, oh, hello, grandma. Like, it was really cool. So I want you guys to trust what you get, because a lot of the times they will come very subtly. Okay. And some people will be like, oh, this is just a memory I'm having. No, you have loved ones that are connecting with you. They're not always going to knock on your door and physically say, hey, I'm here. It could be just seeing, I don't know, 11:11 on the clock. I'm sure you guys have heard these things, but it's because that is how they connect and communicate. Okay. So thank you for your question, Maria. Appreciate you. All right, let's see what we have. Lucky Star, hello, hello. Will your brother find some steady work? We can pull a couple cards on this. What do we have for Lucky Star and her brother, Spirit? Is there a work opportunity coming his way? Is there a steady work opportunity coming his way? There is, but he has to be a little bit strategic about it, okay? Is he actually putting in the work to find work? Because there's something about being strategically planning out where he is wanting to apply and all of that stuff. But the outcome is showing yes, Seven of Pentacles, he will find something that is stable. It's kind of weird. I'm almost seeing like it could be something that could start off as temporary, but then lead up to a more full-time permanent position, because we do have a little bit of instability. So this could be his fears creeping up as well. But there is a strong energy of yes, he will find stable work, but he has to put the work in himself, okay? Because there's something about being strategic, making sure that you don't give up, right? And it kind of, I don't know if I brought this up before, but it reminded me, I was kind of curious just looking at people that have been really successful and hearing their, let's say, little interviews of how they got to where they got. And one thing, you guys, is they are so passionate and so dedicated, they will not give up. They will fail 100 times. I remember this one guy, it's like, oh yeah, I was rejected. It's like, I think he counted. He goes, I was rejected. Like, I'm making this up right now because I can't remember the number he said, but it was a huge number. He was rejected like hundreds and hundreds of times. And finally, the doors open and he's a multi-millionaire. You could even be a billionaire. I don't even know. But it was just really incredible to see what all these successful people have in common. And for one, they're super passionate about what they are offering for their service, and they don't give up, you guys. Failing is not an option. It's just a learning experience, right? You're like, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try the next thing. So you guys, don't give up. Just keep plugging, but be passionate about where it is you want to go. If you, for example, don't like animals, then don't go apply at the animal shelter. Ooh, did you see that? I think there's a spirit that just came trailing in. Oh, wait, over here. Okay. Anyway, that's what I have for you, lovely lady. Let's keep going. Thank you, Celestial Infinity. Breanne, will I be able to buy a house next month? All right, let's see what we have for you. What do we have, Spirit, for Celestial Infinity? Thank you so much for all your guys' love and support. I always appreciate you guys. I've been enjoying these live sessions. What do we have for Celestial Infinity? What's the energy of her buying a home over the next month? You have a big yes, girl. You have a victory in your energy here, and I see it's like a massive transformation in the outcome. But what's aspecting that is you moving. I would say over the next 8 weeks, you could even 8 days to 8 weeks. There's going to be opportunities for you to move. Yes, I have a big yes for that. So congratulations. Yes, it may be a tiny bit over a month, but I would say over the next like 1 to 2 months, that is very much in your energy. So it looks good to me. It looks like it'll be a good shift and a transformation. I'm not sure if you're moving with like your partner, but you had that lover's energy as well. And there's a sense of you. It's like a whole new start for you, okay? A whole new start, a whole new energy. I like it. You're moving away from an old cycle, lovely lady. So, absolutely. Yeah, look, and there's that 8 again. 8 of Wands. This is probably my favorite card. 8 of Wands. I don't know why, but I just love it. Okay, let's see what else we have for you guys. Hanan, you said here, will you get a opportunity to heal horses? What do we have with Hanan when it comes to an opportunity to heal horses? Let's see. What's the energy for Hanan, Spirit? What's the energy for an opportunity to heal horses? Look at this. This is hilarious. I love it. Look at the outcome. We have the Knight of Swords, but of course, look at him riding that horse. I love it. Yes, you do have an opportunity to do this, but there are going to be a little bit of challenges just because in my situation I have a 5 of Wands, which is a bit of conflict with you moving forward with this, but don't let that deter you because it's absolutely happening here. um, I'm not trying to say it's delayed, but there's something about you just getting your foot in the door, maybe building up that. I don't know if this is something you're looking to do in terms of like goodness, I'm losing my mind. Like not working for somebody, but having your like an entrepreneurship, having your own business, because I see this being really successful route or avenue for you. You've got the 10 of Pentacles aspecting you healing the horses here. So this is something that I feel like you are absolutely going to be phenomenal at, and there will be opportunities that come in, but you just have to keep going. You have to actually take action on it. So that's what I'll say. If you want this to become a reality, it's there for you, absolutely, but take action on it and expect some, I don't want to say disappointments, because remember I was just talking about it's not a failure, it's just you may have to try a different route to really make it come together in the way that you see, if that makes sense, or building up that clientele, because it feels like there's just a few roadblocks in that. But I see it being very successful for you, so well, keep me posted, lovely. I do see it being a very successful adventure. So yes, you do have opportunities coming in, but there may be a few little hiccups along the way, if that makes sense. But I'm not sure if you're looking to work for somebody in terms of this or do your own thing. I feel like with that 10 of Pentacles, yeah, you're facing resistance. Yeah, if you're looking to, I see you more going your own way, like having your own practice, right? That's kind of what I see. And in doing that, it's something that is going to be extremely rewarding, but it's a lot of work. I mean, not everybody wants to run their own business, but I'm gonna see, yeah, my own way. I see you doing this your own way. So yes, absolutely. But it's just those little hiccups in terms of getting the business going, getting your clients going. It's all the little back end stuff that you don't think of, right? Or you probably do think of it, but that's where some of the challenges come up. But yes, you do have, the opportunity to partake in that. So I think it fits your energy perfectly from what I can see. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Stephanie, hello, Stephanie. So you said here, could I take a look around the energy of your elderly mom and her living situation and if there will be changes? Well, what do we have for Stephanie with her elderly mom and her living situation? Will there be any changes for Stephanie's mom? I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of tough energy here, but there does seem to be like a plan in process, or I don't know if you guys are planning on having her move somewhere. It's a little on the fence for some reason. I do have the Two of Swords, but it does look like there is some movement going forward with this, okay? It may be a little bit, and yeah, look at that. My Six of Swords is on the back, which is also representing moving. So, yes, I do see your mom's situation changing. I don't know how fast this is going to change because there seems to be a little bit of tough energy with like this devil and the two of swords. So, I don't know if you're having to deal with other siblings or something of that matter, but there's a sense of just like a, a tough energy, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure if you have more that you can include in the chat here in terms of like, are you looking to have her, um, let's say, let me just reread your message and her living situation. And will there be changes? So yes, I do think that there will be changes, but it's kind of on the fence with what those changes are. It's not really showing me. So I'm not sure if you're working with siblings here, but it looks like there are talks and communications that like what would be the best scenario for her. Yeah, there's disagreements. That's what I'm seeing, like disagreements with siblings or Three of Pentacles. Like, I mean, I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but it's like for them to like, it's like, do they want to take her on as living with them kind of thing? It's kind of on the fence with this because my outcome is Two of Swords, which is sitting on the fence about a tough situation. So there are movements, but it's a little tough here. Can I get one or two more cards here? What's the energy of Stephanie's mom relocating in a different home here? Two of Pentacles now. Yeah, it's a little on the fence. I mean, I do think you guys will eventually get to the bottom of it. I mean, we have a little bit of it. We've got the Lovers here too and the Wheels with a bit of a hiccup. So it could be a situation with like, I don't know if there's a conflict with a partner here too, because we got the Lovers out, but maybe a little bit of a tough one. She needs more care. Yeah. Well, okay. What about if you're looking in terms of even maybe like a retirement home? There could be some really lovely homes that do a lot of amazing things for the elderly. I still remember my one friend's mom was in one of these care homes, but it was phenomenal. They took them, like, they went on like these daily adventures, and I'm like, oh man, let me see. Let me pull one or two more cards. What's the energy of her moving into a retirement home or a home with more care? Let's see here. Yeah, I do see, like you said, she does need more care and more attention here with the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles, but the whole process seems to be stagnant and delayed. So I don't know why there's such a push. Again, like you said, there could be disagreements with the other siblings, but there's a little bit of a delay and stagnancy with having her transition into another home. But I do see it working out. It's just going to be a little bit longer from what I can see. It's not like it's happening now from what I can see. It's a bit more in the future. Okay. So that's what I have for you, lovely lady. All right. Yeah, she's also okay. She's stubborn. No, yeah. Then you have some, some that don't want to go. They just want to. Yeah, that's a big topic, to discuss with your loved ones as well. I mean, yeah. I don't know. That's a hard one, my friend. I hear you. I hear you. Especially hard if she doesn't want to go and she's stubborn. Which is why there's probably that bit of a push, because there's a stagnant energy here where she's like, no, I'm putting my foot down. I don't want to go. So, I mean, lots of love to you through that situation, my friend. But you guys will get through it. All right. Let's see here. We'll do a couple more questions. I will have to wrap this one up at 10:30 today. All right, so I'm just gonna scroll back up here because I've always usually missed certain questions, but let's see here. Carney, I think I missed your question. When we move, do I see you guys living by the sea or near the forest land? All right, let's pull a couple cards for you, Carney. When it comes to you moving, what do we have, Spirit? When it comes to Carney living near the sea or by the forest? I'm just going to pull 3 cards and see what comes out here. You know what's interesting? Because I don't know if this is just me, but like I have a vision board on the top of above my desk, and there's this image I see where this girl is sitting on a rock, and there's a beautiful, it's not like necessarily ocean, it's like a lake, but also there is trees around. And when I pulled the tarot, there is a lot here about you in the, let's say, the forest, the trees. I have the 8 of Wands as well. It's like land energy, okay? So I do see you living more in terms of like, I'm seeing lots of greenery, but there could be like a lake nearby too, or something of that matter. Because there is like we have that pool. It's a new start, and the pool is usually jumping off that cliff, and below that cliff, I see also that a big, large body of water. So it feels like to me, I'm looking more towards you guys having a home near like a forest is what I'm seeing, but there could be some aspects of water in there as well. I mean, you could have a kind of a foresty area, and then you go down and there's a little bit of a little river or like a little pond or something of that matter. But I'm seeing that more than I'm seeing by the sea, like an open ocean or anything like that. I'm seeing more of a forest area for you guys. I'm excited to live. We absolutely love our home and where we're living, but we would love to have more of an area that is in nature. So we're looking forward to that in the future as well. Just having that beautiful forest around you, it's so rejuvenating. I'm a forest girly. Brad's an ocean dude. He likes the ocean and the beach. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Diana, you said here you're seeing someone, but the relationship's not going very well. You're confused about us. Could I please ask the tarot about the momentum and the near future for you guys as a couple? All right, Spirit, what do we have for Diana M? The momentum moving forward for her and her relationship with her person. How's the momentum moving forward for them? Diana M. There is a lot of tough energy here, lovely lady. We're kind of in that Five of Pentacles right now, and then you also have the Five of Cups too in the situation. So I don't want to say it's completely all lost. And again, this is your journey. So I know some people take what tarot readers say to the grave with them. And I just want to offer you guys a perspective, okay? I don't want you guys to ever feel disempowered when it comes to tarot readings, okay? So what I'm seeing here is there is a potential energy of, I'm going to say more of a separation because it feels like you guys' energies are just not working well together. There's a lot of tough energy, especially with, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, which is often a separation, being left out in the cold. There's a lot of codependency energy is what I'm feeling, and walls and barriers built up. Okay, Diana. So it's going to, not to say all is lost, but it would take a lot of work here to kind of bring things back to center. So it feels like things are kind of starting to veer off in a different direction from what I can see, okay? But again, this was a very big message that came out probably like a month or two ago when I did my 2025 report for predictions or whatnot. It was more like there are going to be more and more relationships, not necessarily just romantic, but yes, marriages, romantic relationships, friends, family, that are going to be potentially separating because you guys are just headed in different paths. And that doesn't mean one person's better than the other. It's just you guys have different journeys. So when you guys aren't resonating on that same level anymore, then things are shifting and moving and changing. So I think my biggest advice is to just tune inwardly. If something is trying to leave you, or if you're experiencing, for example, like that tower moment, allow what's not meant for you to come crashing down, because there's going to be something new in its place to build upon. So for you guys, my friend, I do see a very tough energy moving forward. Not to say it's impossible. You have the Eight of Pentacles in the outcome. So you can work on this if this is something you both truly want to do, but you both have to come together and work on it together. Evolve together. It can't be just one person wanting or trying to work on it, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all you guys as always, and I'm excited to come back. We'll do another live tarot reading open floor for you guys this Friday, I believe. And we can kind of go from there. Thank you. Hello, Jessie. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you all of you guys for joining me. I appreciate you as always. And if you guys are interested in any personal sessions, I do have a 15% off sale. I think that ends today or tomorrow. I'm not sure now, but you can check out my website, readingswithbreanne.com, and you can get a personal session with me. And until next time, beautiful souls, I'm wishing you guys a fantastic week. And hopefully I will see you guys back here on Friday for some more tarot sessions. Lots of love to you, Diana and Hanan. Thank you so much, everybody. And until next time, bye for now.